Little Victories back with a monthly sales video. This is for the month of March. I'll try and make one of these videos once every 3 months, so quarterly, so you can kind of get a good, transparent, honest feel for how the current sports card market is going. I still got a lot of old school in me, so these numbers will be pretty straightforward and easy to follow, as I only sell my graded slabs on eBay and have no one working for me. It's always been just me working hard, making this a full-time career, my income for about 15 years now. My style to make money in this industry has always been buying raw, grading, then selling on eBay. If I haven't mentioned it before, my love for grading, more as a business, all started with me buying up junk wax boxes or factory sealed sets at local card shops and card shows for cheap. You know, back in the day, around 15-20 years ago, they were like $5 for a lot of those boxes, like a 1990s Hoops basketball box or a 1990 Fleer basketball box. Then I would have fun opening them, sort out the clean copies, and grade them with PSA. That's kind of how I started. From there, I moved on to dollar boxes at card shows, then to the nicer singles cases, and, you know, I've loved every second of it. I still do. But now I primarily buy my cards off eBay and ComC from the comfort of my own home. You know, I got kids, so they're always my number one priority, so I'm trying to take care of them as much as I can. Although I do really miss going to card shows, but for anyone starting out, I highly recommend going to card shows. Get your hands dirty, rummaging through those dollar boxes, even quarter boxes. You know, build those connections at the shows, build those negotiating skills. Those are important. You know, then get home, have fun piecing out the potential gem mint cards that you bought and send them off to grading yourself. It's a fun experience from start to finish, trust me. All right, let's get to the numbers. It has been a tremendous 3 months for me. Looks like I've made nearly $72,000 in sales for the last 90 days. That's a 70% percentage increase from the last time I made one of these videos, which was the October to December month period. And in that month period, the sales were $42,200. So that's quite a difference. Quick reasons why this number is different, why my sales have increased substantially. You know, the sports card market is cyclical. And traditionally, the market is very strong from January to March. Also, I seem to work harder in these months to pay for my taxes on all of these earnings, which is not fun, but I always keep things legit and above board. So what I have to do is I usually dip into my personal collection and sell some of my bigger cards. You will see later in this video, I did have to sell one of my bigger PC cards this month, which I'm definitely sad about, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. More reasons why my sales have been better is that there was that amazing PSA $15 per card grading special that they had going on all through January. So I was able to nearly submit probably 400 cards in that month alone, which meant fresh inventory for my eBay store, which fueled my eBay sales during those months. Another thing that helped my sales was that I went through and made edits on each eBay listing, making sure the price was fairly competitive and the descriptions were accurate. That does make a difference. And also, I created some sales. You can create eBay sales on your store. I usually do around 20% off of my items, and this really does help drive sales. Okay, here we go. Let's get into the numbers. But first, this is the fun part. I will share the ultimate winning card for this month that had the highest sold percent increase, and that was the 2005 Frank Gore Sweet Spot Helmet Auto Rookie Card PSA 10. So thick. I was so excited when I got a PSA 10. Obviously, it's a Pop 1. I bought it off eBay raw for $25. Add in $20 grading fee, say, and really, that's only $45 invested into it, and I sold it for $800. So now you can see why I was really excited. If you watch my reveal of that Frank Gore, that's a percentage increase of nearly 1,700%. 1,700% is pretty crazy. All right, let's dive into the numbers. Looks like I sold a total of 282 items in the month of March. That's probably around 9 to 10 items a day that I sell. And it looks like the average sale price per item was $122, which seems pretty high. Both those numbers seem high. I think my normal amount for each month that I sell is around 200 cards and probably around $100 per card on average. Let's look at the total gross for the month. The total gross sales was around 34,500. That's up 50% from the prior time period, which I set for to compare to March of last year, 2023. So huge jump from last year, which is great to see. The net sales were 27,900. That's where it deducts that 13.6 sales fee that eBay takes out of each item that sells. So now I spent the time and I added up how much I spent, the amount I had invested into each item I sold for the month, and that number came to 13,400. So that's 13,400 amount invested. So from those numbers, I can estimate the net profit. And that actual profit was around 14,500. So very solid number there. So from that number, I can figure out the profit margin. And that looks like it was 52% for the month. And if we are going by percent increase, which is even more fun to look at, it would be around 108% increase, which eclipses my ultimate goal of getting kind of double for what I put into each card. That's kind of always my goal. All right, I also wanted to give one more quick number. It's the percent I submitted myself out of the cards I sold for the month. And that number was 85%. So what I'm saying is that 241 out of the 282 cards that I sold were submitted graded myself, most of them with PSA. That just shows how successful buying raw and grading through PSA can be. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next part, which I quickly scroll through each sale, each card that I sold for this month of March, so you can kind of get a good feel of which cards are selling well, which cards I'm kind of making the most profit on, or which cards I lost money on. So here you go right now. All right, looks like we're starting off with an Air Gordon based PSA 10 Prism, sold for $45. Solid sale there. So if there's no line going through this green sales number, that means I got full asking price for it. If there is a line, that means I most likely took less on a best offer, probably another 5 to 10% off. There's a great website. It's 130point.com where you can go and see what an item actually sells for. If you ever wonder, because on eBay it doesn't really show you on those best offers what someone actually accepted. So thanks to Nick from Shorebreak Cards for telling me about 130point.com. Okay, so let's keep moving on. We got some Simons. These star cards were nice. I don't have much invested into those. Probably $20 just the grading fees, and sell them for around 60. The mint 9s. Sold the Carmelo PSA 10. Got less than I wanted. I think I sold it for around $650, but they've been going for around $500. So decent sale there. But during the pandemic, man, that Carmelo was really high. I mean, well, it wasn't high, right? And then we got more of the 2003 Topps Chrome refractors. I've been making good money off of. I don't have much invested other than the grading fee because I bought a lot of these a long time ago. This Clint Frazier and Ahmad Rosario, those were quick flips. I actually bought them on 4 Sharp Corners auction on eBay, and I think I bought them for like $2 each for these auto Gem Mint 10s, and they sold, I think I took $13 each for them. So just quick, sold them the next week. Some DeAndre Hopkins, these SI for Kids LeBron PSA 9s. You can buy them raw for like $15, and most of them grade pretty good, 8s and 9s, and sell the 9s for around $100. So Magic Johnson, I like, Legends. Magic's one of the top 10 players to play the game, so I like getting short prints, low numbered, serial numbered cards. That way I don't have much competitors when selling the card when I get Gem 10s. So yeah, they still sell for around 50, $60. Here's a cool old school die cut. This one's hard to grade. I think I sold it for around 100, the Emmitt Smith EX. Freddie Freeman, he's one of the best players in the game, in my opinion, has been for a while. Here, if you watch my Barry Sanders video, I did sell that PSA 10 that I got. And I think I got around $13.40 for it, so pretty solid there. That was kind of the going rate. They've been going strong for $13.50. Here's a LeBron James ovation insert. Quentin Nelson, man, he's played the Pro Bowl I think every year he's played in this league, so he's a good guy to pick up. Jalen Waddle, that one I probably lost money there. I shouldn't have graded that one. Jalen Brunson, I probably got that raw auto at a card show for like $15. Sold it for $27. Here's a LeBron out of 75, SGC 9.5. Tom Brady. A lot of the Tom Bradys I didn't have much in because I have a ton of them in my collections I bought long ago. Larry Fitz. Tom Brady Prisms. Man, Tom Brady Prisms have really gone down. I think I sold that one for probably around $28, $29. D'Angelo Russell. He's got kind of new life on the LA Lakers, so his stuff has been doing okay, actually. And Gronk, I mean, he'll be a Hall of Famer soon, so his cards will start heating up. Some Steph Curry. This Freddie Freeman I was sad to see go. Honestly, I forgot it was kind of in my store. It was in my PC for a while. I must have needed money maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago, and it was just still listed, and it sold for full asking price. Well, it was on sale, but full for about $1,600. He had a great opening day game, and it sold right away. So sad to see that go. I probably would pay $1,200 strong for that card, so mentally, I don't know, kind of sad to see that go. Dante DiVincenzo, he's having a great year for the Knicks. Even his PSA 10 mass-produced Prisms are going for around $13. Here is that Frank Gore card I was talking about that I had listed for $9.99, and someone offered $7.97, $800 for the card. I accepted. I actually was reluctant to sell the card, and I was thinking about what I would pay for the card, and I think I would pay around $500 for the card. So for a Frank Gore fan, it makes sense paying a little more. So I went ahead and sold it. Here's some gold refractors. Probably lost money on those. They only got 9s, but I was hoping for 10s on the Harpering and the Al Harrington. They were sharp. Shannon Elizabeth, if you remember her from American Pie growing up. I definitely do. This card sold. I bought it raw for $35 and sold it for $55. So not much profit, but it was a quick flip. Some Shaq 1992 hoops. Rookie sold for $72. More DiVincenzo. The Cheryl Miller was a nice little sale. I think I sold it for around $125, $130. But it was in like a $1 bin at a card show, and it looked great. So that's, $100 profit almost. The Iversons, I've noticed these 1996 his rookie PSA 9 tops have been selling really well. Strong for around $25, $30, and I've had like 10 of them, so I just keep relisting them more and more. Chipper Jones, the gold refractors we're getting into. I'm really sad to see these go because I was debating. I had about 20 of them. I was really debating whether to start a PSA set registry and start building the set. But what stopped me was the LeBron James gold refractor. They're numbered out of 50. They probably sell for what, $200,000? So when the hell am I ever gonna have $200,000? And if I did, I shouldn't be spending on a single card. I'm not Nat Turner, so I that's why I'm not building that set, unfortunately, because I'm the type that has to complete a set, and it's like a puzzle. 1,000-piece puzzle that's missing one piece. I would be so frustrated completing it, but not completing it. So, if that makes sense. We got some Eli Manning. His stuff's actually selling well. I got full asking price for that PSA 10 Bazooka 64. Some DiVincenzo, I think I sold for $37. The Devonta Smith was a crack-out double grade, so I lost money there. Probably lost $15, $20. Sabonis, any kind of modern Prism mass-produced, I expect to break even or lose a little bit because those have gone down substantially. Some Steph Curry cracked, but here's more of those gold refractors. So I'm making really good profits on those because I was buying these gold refractors when they were low, probably 10 to 20 bucks each. Now raw, they're probably around 50 bucks each, and some of these graded Gem 10s. So really good profits there. Some Harpering, the Willie Green. I remember buying that Willie Green probably like 5 years ago for 30 bucks in a PSA 10. So that's how much these gold refractors have gone up. Okay, we got more gold refractors. We got some Russell Wilson, lost money there. Some LeBron, basic rookies. Aaron Donald, he retired. Sadly, I would like to see him play a little longer. But his Topps Chrome base rookie PSA 10s went up probably 30%. So I've been selling those for around 80 to 100. The Adam Thielen, the condition-sensitive card. I'm sad I didn't sell that for more. I bought it raw, actually, when he was hot years ago for 200 bucks, and I got the Gem 10, and I still only sold it for like 225 bucks, so kind of broke even on that card. Some Ray Allen, DeAndre Hopkins, Jaylen Brown. I think Celtics are going to go far, so I like Brown and Tatum. Tom Brady, laser. Again, I didn't have much invested in these Tom Bradys. They've gone down substantially. I should have sold a lot of them at the peak. The Rasheed Wallace was probably a loss. Got a PSA 8 when it should have been a 9. The LeBron Bowman Chrome, I broke even on that. I think I bought it for around $275. Some Kobe, that one I remember listing during the peak for like $500. I probably got offers of $300 and got greedy. I wasn't that smart during the pandemic, and now I still had it, and I sold it for like, I don't know, 130, 150, somewhere around there. Here's a Michael Jordan, Jeff McNeil, his stuff. Baseball started to get going, and that one sold for around 100, so happy with that. Some more Aaron Donald, some Russell Wilson, even his stuff selling pretty well. Jamal Murray, Gronk, orange. This Robert Mathis, it's the gold, first year Prism, 2012. I had it, again, during the pandemic. I had it priced too high. I was getting greedy. I probably had it around $3,000, best offer. But I think my best offer, even during the boom, was around $1,500. So it was just time to sell. It had been there too long. I loved the card. It's the gold out of 10, but I ended up selling it probably for $1,100, $1,200, somewhere around there. Here's some more Barry Sanders, mint 9s. That Roy Williams, I like that card a lot. I think I sold it for $100. Wow, I had a Pokemon card in there. The Charizard. Some Amari Stoudemire's, DeAndre Ayton. Oh, that's probably a loss. I was buying his PSA 10 silvers for $120 back during the boom. So I'm just dumping those. That's fine. He's playing for the Blazers, which get no market love. I'm surprised they didn't move him. We got Eli Manning, some Giannis, some D-Wade tops. The Stephon Diggs I did really well on. I think I bought those on ComC for $20 back in the day, and I got 10. Some Robert Parrish star, Kobe's Metal Universe. That was a clean card. Tom Brady, Bryce Harper. I like the look of those logo fractors. Josh Dobbs. I still think the Vikings did him wrong. Joe Namath. Like I said, Legends, low serial numbered. I like grading those. Chris Middleton, he's starting to heat up for the Bucks. Pau Gasol, Russell Wilson. I do have a lot of these Marvel masterpieces. I did very well on. I sold probably half my Gem Mint 10s for 80 to 150 each, and I had nothing invested into them except for the grading fees. The Aaron Judge, he's got off to a slow start, hasn't he? I thought he'd go off to start the year. Some John Morant, probably bought that one for 150, so I lost money there. We got some Klay Thompson, some Dirks, Jordans. I did really well on those Jordans. I had about 15 of those raw and graded all of them. 13 of them got Gem 10, so they sell strong for around $45, $55 each. Michael Porter, I think I actually bought it already graded for $75, so not much profit there. Some LeBron Flux. The Aaron Rodgers was a quick flip. I bought that one already graded for like $12. Allen Iverson, some Carmelo, Paul Pierce, Garnett. All of these, they're all mass-produced years. Everyone was grading them during the boom, so I'm fine selling those, you know. Myles Garrett, pink. I like collecting Myles Garrett stuff. It's his rookie year Prism 2017. Ben Roethlisberger, numbered at 125 Prism. That one sold strong, maybe 85. Sad to see the Torrey Holt go. I think it was only in pop 1 or 2. Really hard to jam a relic card, and it's his rookie. Some LeBron, Torrey Holt, Matt Ryan stuff, sadly, just went way down. His career kind of ended quietly, in my opinion. We got some Stafford, some Cade Cunningham. His stuff has gone way down. Some Eric Dickerson. That should have been a PSA 9, I remember. Diggs. I sold the other Diggs refractor auto for around 150, I think, somewhere around there. That Sean Marion Pop 1 that had to regrade to get that 10 actually sold pretty well for 120, 125. And here is, I had this one for a while in my PC, the Dirk. I bought it actually in the boom. I actually made money off a card I bought in the boom. I think I bought it for 500, maybe 450. I bought it because it was such low pop. Look at the pop report of this Dirk Brilliance. This is the blue parallel. Look at the blue parallel. It's like pop 5, only 5 in the world. I think I sold it for 600. So I don't know. Made a little bit there. It was just time to move it. I liked it, but some more Dirk. The Devontae Adams, that was a card I had in the old collection I bought. Probably $1 into it, in the silver, and sold that one for good money. Njoku, I did sell the orange color match. I loved that card, but I couldn't resist. Making a little profit there. Some Anthony Richardson, Myles Garrett. That one I did already buy graded for like 170, maybe 150. Sold it for about 215, 220. Some Khalil Mack, probably only grading fee invested into that one. Some McCollum, same with the Lennox Lewis, probably only grading fee invested that. That Tom Glavine was an incredible investment and flip. I bought it raw off eBay for like $22, and I got nearly $275 for it. So we got some Jordans, color match Keenan Allen. That one should have been graded higher. That Buster Posey 8, Tim Wakefield. You don't see that card a lot in minor league. We got some Dirk, Chrome. Scoot Henderson was a quick flip. I think I sold it for around 33 and bought it for 13. Some were already graded. Carlton, some old school vintage, some more Aaron Donald. This sale was, I think, honestly, before he retired. Some Wilt, Curtis Samuel actually sold. That's a card I don't mind selling, because really, is he going to be a Hall of Famer? The only way you're going to sell is if he moves teams and his market perks up a little bit. So, and which is what happened. We got some Barry Sanders, DeAndre Hopkins, Russell Wilson stuff selling okay. The Olave, I was sad to see that one go. It just, I just didn't like the condition of the card. I thought it would get more of a PSA 8, so I graded it with SGC and actually got 9.5. So I guess I just wasn't happy with the condition. Some Zaza, Jason Williams, white chocolate always sells so well. McCollum, Otto, Michael Jordan, some Ja, I'll try to speed up. Russell Wilson, autos, Jaylen Brown. I wish I would have made more money on that. I actually thought for a thick card that should have been a mint 9. I sold some Tom Brady's, some cool looking ones. I loved that 2015 green. I didn't have much invested into those, luckily, but I should have sold them during the boom if I had them. I know that. The Tyreek Hill was a cool card. I probably bought it raw for $15. I did get a SGC 10, so sold it probably for around 90. The Jordan, that slam dunk Jordan sold really well. Didn't have much invested. Some Joe Mixon, probably broke even on that. Jonathan Taylor, probably lost $50 on that, my guess, because I bought Taylor at a little bit of a high point. Bryce Young, that was a pack pulled, so good profit there. I pulled that one myself. Some Shaq, some Andre Reed. I was surprised. I had that one in my PC. I keep nice mint 9s just in case I want to crack them out. And I noticed they've been selling pretty high. I was used to them selling for around $25, and they were selling for around 50 or 60, so I went ahead and sold that one. Patrick Queen, Camo, he moved teams actually. Aaron Rodgers, bombs away. That design kind of sparked a lot of design influence for the modern day. I think, kabooms and all that stuff, bombs away, stuff like that. Brett Favre, some Rice, Josh Jacobs, Stafford, cool looking Cosmic McKinney. Russell Wilson, Ryan Fitzpatrick, I actually made money on that one. Russell Wilson, Luke Musgrave, 1/1. I actually got that one raw at a card show for like $15, so good sale there, $40 full. Some more Russell Wilsons. You can see I've been selling his stuff, so people must think he's going to do pretty well for the Steelers. Some Kirk Cousins. All right, you finally made it this far. You got to my personal collection, my PC, my homes that I need to sell to pay some taxes and all that stuff. I didn't want to see it go, but I actually had another one of these. I actually have the Wave version of the Mahomes Prism Auto, so I was okay letting this one go. I didn't want to, obviously, but I ended up selling it for $6,000 on that one. It was a clean card. So, yeah, sad to see it go, but once it's out of my hands, I'm okay with it. Tom Brady, some Deshaun Watson, some LeBron, some Pujols, JTT. You guys remember Jonathan Taylor Thomas? I like some pop culture stuff. Every now and then he was on Home Improvement. The girls loved him back in the day. Anyway, he has a big name, so I saw his autos on CompC for, I don't know, $25-$30, so I just picked up some. Sean Marion, Anthony Hardaway. I sold a lot of these 2003 refractors. Zach Martin sold really well in that one. Njoku, some Jordan. The Anthony Rizzo at a 5. That's a cool looking card. Some Russell, Kyrie. Here's more of those refractors. I sold really well, even a whole lot of them. 18 for, I don't know what I said ended up selling that one for, but good money I've been making on those. Russell Wilson, that Ray Lewis. I love the look of that card. Here's more of those refractors. Zach Levine, I probably bought actually already graded for $70. Made a little bit there. Ben Wallace, look at that PSA 10. It sells really strong. Matthew Stafford, the Myles Garrett. We're almost done. Sorry, I probably talked too much during all this. Takes a while. Roquan, Ahmad, color match. I like the look of that. Danielle Hunter, he's another player I like. He's kind of under the radar player. Look him up. His rookie year is 2015. He's got some Dak. I sold some Dak autos. Surprising. That's a cool looking Crow sketch card. Brandon Lee. Jamar Chase, Caitlin Clark, that's a fun one. I was buying her autos, I think I paid around $320 for 2 of her autographs, $320 each, and one of them looked sharp enough to grade, so it's in PSA, getting graded right now, and the other one I flipped the next week because she kept playing better and better and better for double, so it's almost like I got one for free, so I think I sold that one for around $650, $675. We got some Vince Carters. He'll be Hall of Famer this year. We got some Nurk. I always like collecting Nurk on the Blazers and stuff like that. Seager, that paper Bowman, 2010 sells well. The Kyler Murray probably lost money. I think I bought it in the Boom for probably around 170. Took around 100 for that. Mo Bamba gold, some Gretzky, some hockey. More of those Iverson selling. The Thompson out of 10 gold I bought raw at a card show for like $45, so it was just a quick flip. I didn't like the condition. Some Julio, Scott Erickson, the Ovation Jordans selling pretty strong, or 80 to 100. The Phillip Rivers, the Jaylen Browns, Wakefield undergrade at an 8. Some Aitons, some McCollums, Kobe's, some more Iversons. Like I said, that card's been selling well. Iverson's been selling well. Clowney, some Caleb, and I think we're gonna round out. That Schultz is a cool card. I bought it already graded like that for $100, so I made at least 100 on that. Yeah, there you go. That was, sorry for talking so much, but I hope you found it entertaining at least. Okay, those are the sales for the month of March. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I should have a new either PSA or SGC order reveal next week. Some fun cards in there. All right, go ahead and keep at the grind, everyone. Do things yourself as much as possible, and always put your family first. All right, I really appreciate you guys. Have a great day.